Hi, I'm here at AQS with Adrienne Wilson. Adrienne, you are one of the members of the West Michigan Quilters Guild, aren't you?
I am. Have been since 2000, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you quilted for a long time?
I learned in Japan in 3 years, in 97 to 2000, and I came back and I was excited, and I heard about the West Michigan Quilters Guild, and so I signed up then. But then I had little boys and really couldn't get there much. It wasn't until they kind of grew up and I really got involved in 2005 and got on the show committee and started getting to know about 20 people because it's such a big guild.
Okay, so the show committee, the West Michigan Quilters Guild does their own show every other year.
Yes.
Now, that's not this year, it's coming up, is that
That's
correct?
Right. We just did one last year and it's always the first week in October at the Deltaplex on Ann Street. And yes, we're due for one next year.
Okay,
And we're
that's
excited
fabulous.
already.
And you're volunteering here today at AQS, correct?
I am. Yes, I have been running the package check for this is our fourth show, and I've been running the package check to raise money for the neonatal unit downtown. And it's a marvellous service that we can offer because the ladies tend to shop and they come staggering back with books and things. So, and it's lovely just to interact with all the people from, Kentucky and Iowa and Florida.
With volunteering for AQS, what kinds of tasks do the other volunteers do?
Oh gosh, well, our guild offers 600 hours volunteer work, and that starts right on the very first day actually with setup. And it's we are helping hanging the quilts. We're not entitled to do all of it. We sort of follow directions. So we hang the quilts. We set up, all here with the tables and chairs and things. We do that. We provide white gloving, which is sort of a monitoring just to make sure that people are not handling the quilts and getting them, dirty with acids and things. What else? Gosh, we run so many things here.
And we answer a lot of questions.
We do. I was going to say there's an information section too. And we seem to spend a lot of time directing people to Lost and Found and the Ladies' Loo and,
Now, I understand that some of the members of the West Michigan Quilters Guild actually have some quilts in the show.
We do, and we have actually every year. This is the fourth year. And then the most marvellous thing is we got second this year in the challenge quilts, and it was 9 quilts. It's a very specific size, and yes, we got second, so we're pretty chuffed.
That is fabulous. And so with the challenge quilts, that is where a group of people each make an individual quilt that follows a specific theme.
Right.
And what was this year's theme?
I can't remember.
It's no matter where you roam,
That's right.
you're always at home.
That's right. I got a bit overwhelmed because I was over there this morning looking at all of them from everywhere, and there was seed packets and Princess Diana, and I had a blank when you asked me.
That's okay. And it is amazing because this is a nationally juried show. So our members who have quilts in the show, those just aren't freebies that they gave to us because they think we're cool and we're hosting the show. These are people that are nationally skilled quilters who are members of our guild.
Well, I had a friend who actually, she texted me this morning and she said, "So Adrienne, have you got a quilt in the show?" And I burst out laughing. And I texted back to her and said, "Gosh, no, I'm not at that level." Because, just to get chosen to display your quilt is as good as getting a ribbon. It's an honor all by itself.
Yes, and the AQS show is just a fabulous thing to have here in Grand Rapids, and I appreciate that you took a little bit of time to talk with us today.
A pleasure and a delight.
Thanks, Adrienne.
Thanks.
The quilt behind me is an example of the fact that quilters are very generous people. Most quilters work on charity projects. The one behind me is a raffle quilt that is designed to raise money for the Ties That Bind. It's a charity that supports families that have babies in the neonatal intensive care unit of Spectrum Hospital. I bought some raffle tickets for the quilt. I'm excited that I contributed money for the babies, for the Ties That Bind, but I'm most excited because those are my tickets going into the raffle. Oh, win, baby, win. Hi, I'm here at AQS with Bonnie Browning. Bonnie, what is your role with AQS?
I'm the executive show director, so I'm the one that does the site visits when we go looking for a new site, and then I oversee the entire show.
Oh my gosh, that's a big job.
Well, we have a great crew. We have a staff of about 12 people, and they take care of the contests and the vendors and the registration. And when we come here, by Wednesday morning when we open the show, It just runs.
Oh, isn't it fabulous when it works out the way it's supposed to?
That's right.
Bonnie, this is year 4 of a 6-year commitment. Is that correct?
That is correct. And you know, we like Grand Rapids because this is a magnificent facility for us to use. We like the artsy atmosphere of Grand Rapids. You have a great downtown, lots of restaurants close by. And you know what? The quilters, the West Michigan Quilters, are just the best. You know, they help us with the show by providing volunteers and help us hang and take down the show. You know, we couldn't do it without them.
Well, and we've talked to some of those volunteers, and they're just excited to be here. One of the things that AQS does is curate some special exhibits for the show.
I'm always looking for the newest exhibits, things that haven't been seen a lot of other places. And so we're standing in front of the Wicked exhibit, which was a challenge issued by Cherry Wood Hand-Dyed Fabrics. And they got permission from the play Wicked to use both the theme and the coloring that they use for their play. And that's important because, you know, a lot of times the quilters forget to do that little step. But they got permission, and so they issued a challenge, and they got 96 pieces. And so what we see here in this exhibit are 96 pieces from that challenge.
Oh my gosh, and they're amazing. They range from very traditional to very modern to pictures that are very accurate representations of reality to things that are just absolutely wonderfully modern.
And the hand-dyed fabric is really good too. You know, they dye that wicked green. That's what I call it.
Marvelous.
Yes, and so it's a fun exhibit, but we try to have a good variety. We also have quilts from the Studio Art Quilts Associates. This year the exhibit comes from Europe and the Middle East. So there's some quilts in there, I think, from Israel and some other countries. We also have a red and white exhibit. You know, red and white is always good. And the Egyptian, stitched like an Egyptian pieces that we've had some of these. These are new pieces from what we've had here before, but we have a variety of the work from the tent makers of Cairo. And, you know, we just try to make sure that we have both traditional designs and art design. So there's a little bit of everything for people to see.
Bonnie, it's excellent. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for being in Grand Rapids and for bringing your show to us and for spending a little bit of time with me today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie.